What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about Andre Johnson. A lot of you guys had questions about him. Gmi, is he a good wide receiver? Is he worth it? What's really going on with him? I got to be totally honest with you guys. I think the better player overall for this weekend's Legends is obviously, Ronnie Lott, aka Ronaldo Lott. 97 speed on any theme team with the strategy card, so it works out pretty well for anybody that's utilizing him in the game. We were experimenting with 5-2-3-4. We're going to be going back to nickel triple because it's just something weird about the way the game plays if you don't have certain things on your players and the way that everybody aligns. 3-4 will be it'll still be used for under center plays, but I'm not going to use it primarily as the regular defense. For those of you guys that were interested in knowing what's going on, I will keep you guys up to date with that. Now, let me go ahead and show you what happened. So yesterday, while I was off stream, some of you guys were telling me how good he was. So, with me, I got to test it out and see what's going on because I got to make sure that I give you guys my opinion. You guys don't have to, agree with my opinion, but I'm going to give you my opinion of what I feel that a card is. So I bought him, actually I didn't buy him, I completed his set for about, at the time, we got his highest card for like 289. We completed him for like 400K. Right? So I'm like, oh my god, I got a steal, bro. Like, let's go see what's good. Then I went into a game with them and it was total garbage, right? So one of the things that you guys got to understand about the physical receivers is that the bigger they are, the better that the better they're gonna play. So he's 6'3". He gets that honorary lineman. He gets all that stuff. He's a great blocking tight end. He has I think he had like 93 trucking or some stupidness like that. Like, imagine that being on a wide receiver and it mattering in Madden. But most players like Patterson that doesn't even have any trucking will truck you more than Derrick Henry. It's a Madden game made by EA Sports. A lot of wild things go on in it. So based on that whole situation, everything that happened with the, I don't know why it does that. When you try to go to it and it just boots you out of it, you can't look at it. We'll just jump right back into, Ultimate Team or whatever. But I just wanted to make sure you guys understand. We're going to go over why I believe that Claypool is the better option. You could say whatever you want. Oh, Andre Johnson gets to this speed on my theme team and all that good stuff. It's fine. Like I said, if a player works for you, overall, it's great. Okay, I love to hear that. Like, oh my god, this guy's having a great time, even in the state of Madden with the way it is. That's great. And I'll support you guys with whatever decision you want to make. But I'm letting you understand that based on the way that all the cards play, they're very, very similar. It's not a big difference with the way that any of these cards, other than the speed, they all do pretty much the same thing. So it's not something that's like really, really crazy. And also, the training aspect, it's 190. You go sniper 90 overall for like 80K and you can power him right up, right? So he goes to 92 speed plus 2 with the strategy cards, 94 speed on Andre Johnson on any team, 96 on the theme team. I'm going to go over here. I want to show you some of the numbers. You guys got to do math a little bit. 93 deep route run. He has an 88 short route run, stuff like that. I'm looking for his truck because the trucking, impact blocking, it doesn't show his trucking here, but he has like a 93 or 94 truck. Oh, there it is. So it's like 93. So you're looking at these type of things and you're like, the run block is up there pretty high. That's going to be an 81. So he's really, really good in certain aspects. But what I'm trying to explain is this. He doesn't really blow you away for what, unless, again, if you are a theme team, this doesn't apply to you because you're going to go for the 96 speed. The same way Jerry Rice, all of a sudden he'll just drop wide open passes and be weird and he's on a theme team, for 96 speed for me. The same way this card would apply for you on your theme team. So I'm just giving you guys the aspect of it. So when I utilized him, right, I came out and I ran a lot of stretches and I gave him honorary lineman along with the way I have Claypool. Because some of you guys were asking me like, yo, Gmia, with Claypool, does the honorary lineman really mean much? Like, what's going on with it? And I played against someone that was running honorary lineman in Nasty Streak, and it does matter. Like, these dudes will light up and hold blocks. So when you look at Claypool, he's bigger. The 6'4" is the minimum to really moss dudes on a Gmia streak. For those of you guys that are asking about it, 6'4" and up will moss somebody's butt cheeks out. Like, it's just gonna get crazy. It's wild, the moss action, right? So as long as they have that, I've already tried, other 6'3" players, including Andre Johnson. He just doesn't animate. He doesn't have it in him to do it, right? So they're both physical. And the reason that I would prefer a 94 speed Chase Claypool over that 96 with a theme team is because he still gets honorary lineman, he's bigger, and he runs all his routes pretty much the same. There's no major difference in the card. So my point is this: why would you overspend unless you're on a theme team? Because that's who I'm really talking to. The people that are not on the theme team that's just trying to jump on the bandwagon because somebody told you he's really good. He's not different from any other card in the game that has similar attributes and you put the same ability on them. But he does give you a disadvantage because he won't really jump the way that other players will jump. Because this guy just jumps no matter what. He's really, really good. He'll drop the ball, but he'll still animate and he'll jump, which is a very, very huge factor in the game. So put it like this. If you're not a theme team and you're looking for like a really good receiver and you're like, you know what, I want to go out there, I need somebody with good, you know, mid route, deep route, short route, stuff like that, I think he's the best possible one right now on a budget. Calvin Johnson is a little bit different as a physical receiver, and notice what I'm doing. I'm going based on the archetype because EA has changed the way that obviously the ability, the points, what they cost and everything like that. Even like Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a really good card, but he's too slow. So this guy with the strategy cards, he goes to 93 speed without a theme team, but he jumps. He jumps, he animates. His medium route is only 86. He gets open on crossers with that matchup nightmare. And you get the matchup nightmare for one on a physical receiver. So there's still advantages to it, to utilizing these players. And remember, matchup nightmare, it lights up everywhere, but that doesn't mean 100% that it's going to be doing something. And a lot of you guys are always asking about that, and I gotta make sure that I continuously tell you. A lot of these abilities just don't do what they say they're supposed to. So don't be shocked or, you know, amazed about, you know, by certain things that go on. It's part of the game. It is what it is. But we still have to figure out what is needed to kind of make it work. So I don't have matchup nightmare on my other card over there with Claypool because it's 2 for honorary lineman. And this guy right here doesn't get honorary lineman. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be still asking about it after this video. Yo, Gmias, what's up? Do we have to have honorary lineman? No, you don't, but it works. So if you run a stretch run to the side of a physical receiver that gets honorary lineman, he's going to hold that block on a DB or a corner and it's going to work out like it's bad. Yo, they hold their blocks. So if you want to combine Nasty Streak, have at it. But I'm letting you guys understand, although he doesn't get it, it's not that big of a deal because Calvin is still a big-bodied receiver and he weighs, what is it, like 236. So they're heavier, bigger receivers. Andre Johnson is suitable, but overall for everything he's going to add, if you don't have him at 96 speed or even 95 with a theme team, he's not worth the whole, you know, spending the coins and all that stuff because there's so many other receivers that are still better than him. You know, they don't have obviously the run block and stuff like that, but I'm talking about just going out on routes, like sending them on a crosser, a corner. All of it is still the same. It's just the name on the back of the jersey is different. So you can decide how you want to work it. I just want to make sure that everybody understands, like, the whole premise behind everything and what they do is very, very, it's simplistic because all the cards are going to play pretty much the same with the exception of an ability here and there. And you just have to decide what really matters for me. What am I really looking to do? Is it something that, you know, adding these abilities, does it do anything to my player that makes it enhance them catching the ball? Because that's all most of us want, is to be able to hold on to the ball because these dudes drop the ball like that's like part of the game. And it's really, really disgusting. But, you know, in certain cases, you know, matchup nightmare may light up and he might come down with it in a questionable catch where you throw it into quadruple coverage. You know, it's Madden, so things like that will happen. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands there are other options, and I had to raid sell him because, you know, I put him on a crosser, he ran that well. I put him on a corner, perfect. Put him on a streak, not so good. Looked at his blocking, not too much better than Calvin, even without honorary lineman. So after I looked at all that real quick, I'm like, what is the point of me holding on to him? His price is definitely going to diminish because he's 6'3", and there are bigger receivers available, obviously, and he's 230. So, you know, the guys that are heavier and bigger, they're going to probably block similar because it's like a weight-based formula in the game. So when you look at Calvin block and you look at Andre Johnson block, they're going to still kind of hold the guy. It's just that with honorary lineman, he'll stick the block longer. But it was nothing really like visible to me that made him worth the coins. So when I went to raid sell him, the last guy that had sold him was for $550. I couldn't get him off for anything else like sell him other than the $476. I had to keep going lower and lower because people were just like, yo, this dude is garbage, and it doesn't matter. And that's where we were with it. So you can know by the way the market's going how good a player is at the release, although, you know, the shelf lives of the players, you know, they're pretty short. Like, you know, dude's a garbage, but he's down to 455. So I'm just letting you guys understand that if you still have him and he's not on a theme team, I don't think he's worth the value based on the archetype and the other players that are available for his archetype. I honestly just don't see the reasoning behind why you would spend this kind of money right now. So I would probably look to get someone else. I gave you guys my suggestions of my 2 outside receivers. Jerry Rice is the slot receiver for my team. Feel free to do whatever you would like. Whatever makes you happy, that's what we're here to do. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Until next time. One love, y'all.